That shall be raised incorruptible. Now, before this journey, I had read a famous author called R.L. Rhine, who studied about 6,000 near-death experience cases years ago. I went to the light, people that had died, clinically died, and they popped out of their bodies. Who is they? What is they? So we're not our bodies. We're not this vessel. We are our minds. Yeah, I could chop my arm off and throw it over there, and it's just going to lay there. It's animated by my mind. All of us are animated by our invisible self, our spirits, our souls. So when this journey started, I did more studying into what happens. And I love YouTube. Who needs colleges and schools anymore when you got YouTube? We can all just go into the cloud like children now, Zoom, children for school, children for synagogues. Rise to the cloud. Yeah, it's accepted. It's doable. So studies that I did came across the fact that the word, there has been enough studies of death that a substructure has been laid, a structure that we really do have this thing happen at death. In other words, it's a fact. Duh. So here we go. I can't help the fact that I'm a king dickhead up in the cloud. I can't help that up in the cloud. I can't help that I'm leashed both sides by two incorruptible females, two pillars. How that came about, I don't know. Yakam and Boaz. Oh, I had read about the ornamental pillars. I guess maybe for this reason, the architecture of the third temple to descend from the heaven after it's been discussed and agreed upon with you and your fellow honorable rabbis in a private, secluded, safe, kosher, pristine, wonderful coffee and donuts on your screen where only your mind is involved. Language accommodated. Yep, up in the cloud. It's funny, Jesus said, I go to prepare a place for you. In my Father's house, there are many mansions. Why don't you use Sims? There are many Sims in my Father's house. We say Yahweh's up in our Sim. We're not stupid. We're not crazy. The only reason we say that is because of the stuff that's happened to us. Okay, thank you for coming up. You look fantastic. I hope you had a good time. So the architecture, so now you're up and you got the blueprints for the Sanhedrin. I mean, yeah, the Sanhedrin too. The economy too, the Sanhedrin, the economy, changing the world up in the cloud. And whoa, an idea. Yeah, everything I'm about to present and convey to you is logical, and logical. Some more, I wouldn't say it. I don't like being a fool. Nobody likes being made a fool. I don't either. And I got my out here presenting to the world this architecture. You're a rabbi. So you're now up, accommodated, comfortable. You're planning, you're partying, you're miking up. David's miking up, Ulf's miking up, whoever is miking, meaning, yeah. Global radio broadcasting, yeah. So now the question is this rising from the dead. How about this little ditty? You're waiting for redemption. This is so, the irony is So the Jewish faith is waiting for the redemption. And even though the Christians have their redemption, the 2.2, or Ulf says 2.8, I read 2.2, Ulf, 2.2 billion human souls, not their bodies, their souls, their minds, where the faith comes in. Their body doesn't, the body can't think, the mind thinks. The mind has to have the faith. The body's just a vessel for the spirit, for the soul. Mm-hmm. And Christians all operate today, except for a couple up in the cloud where you've been, that want to accommodate unity for the world and can do it. Well, we can. We've done it already, but we didn't have a honorable rabbi to solidify. Get serious now. This isn't just a couple of people. This is a Orthodox Jewish rabbi. Boy, you bring that credibility along, we might go somewhere. We will. So now you're doing the blueprints, everybody's having fun, everybody's acclimating, and it's all safe and it's fun, it's safe, it's fun, and we're learning, you're learning, we're whatever, cross-pollination's going on, which is necessary. I've discovered in our conversations. I don't know about you, you don't know about me, meaning Christian and Jew. Not all things. So the Christians are waiting to die for their redemption. Isn't that ironic? Jewish faith is waiting for their Moshiach that Christians don't know anything about. Christians are waiting for a return of Jesus in the end times, descending from the cloud and blink of an eye. The temple's supposed to descend from the cloud. All this cloud talk, man, it's kind of weird to me. Where all of humanity is up in the cloud for the first time ever in 6,000 years. That's kind of weird. Another irony. But as an old Christian, an old Christian in old wineskins, the old wineskins, okay, belief. I lived this torturous life as a sinner. I'm a sinner. So every time I look at that Jew on that cross, oh, I'm a sinner. I'm terrible. But I believe in you, and when I die, my spirit, when I die, my spirit will go to heaven. Mm-hmm. Well, if when I die, our spirits go to heaven, when the trumpet sounds, who are the dead that rise? I've already risen. Again, when I die, when we die, we already rise. We're going up, man. Our spirits go to heaven. So what if the current system as it exists, the current mental thinking, the current metaphysics, the current philosophy, the current acceptance is true, the current belief is Jew, waiting for a Redeemer, Christian, I have to die before I go to heaven. So we're all operating as sinners. Maybe not you, but Christians are. We're sinners. Oh, I'm a sinner. Ask anybody, Christian, are you a sinner? Yeah. Oh, yeah. They're very proud of it, too. Oh, yeah. I'm a terrible sinner. Oh, God. And so you're up in the cloud, synergy's going on. And so when the trumpet sounds, sinners have ascended, Lolly, Susan and Andrea and me. Trumpet sounded for us. Our souls accepted our perfection now, not when we die. We accepted our redemption now, which is historically based now. It is finished now. It's finished. You cross the finish line, it's finished. It doesn't mean when you die. So when people rise up, when you signed on and you TP'd and you rose up to the cloud, to heaven, in your perfect body, you could have accepted, that could have been you rising from your sarcophagus, your dead casket that your soul resides in, as a person looking for redemption, or as a Christian looking for forgiveness. Wasn't that already handled when you butcher a man that says it's finished and that's why I came? And you know the laws of the mind, which you do, as within, so without. You become what you think, you are what you think, you do what you think. And for us, having experienced exactly what we've experienced, an incremental perfecting, we called clearings. When we ran smack dab into a negativity, we'd go, whoa, hold on, wait for the clearing. What's it about? To redirect. To redirect. Negativity is to redirect once you accept your perfection. So that you got the blueprints, you got the synergy between Christian and Jew up in the cloud. You got temple plans being built. There's excitement. There's amazing stuff going on. There's excitement, Hanukkah and Christmas time, while the world's crashing and burning, all this terrible news. Trumpet sounds, the dead rise. Dead are the sinners. They're dead. I mean, sinners are dead until they die and then they live. That seems kind of backwards, but that's the way it is. Did I miss anything? I don't think so. What do you think of that? Feedback be nice?